Holy friggin' crap. What a trip to Jets training camp in New Jersey. There's stories to tell, and Jets Giants joint practice yesterday, this one in Giants land. We talk all about it. Boy Green Daily starts now.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. This is Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. Whew! What a trip it was to Jets training camp, New Jersey. The Jets joined practice with the Giants, some travels to Jurassic Park-like car washes, and Chef Kevin Gilbert's restaurant. We'll get into that visit as well. We finally met Chef Kevin Gilbert in person. That was amazing. Wow. The trip was incredible. I want to thank you guys, the fans, the community. That's what makes this possible. Super cool. It was awesome. I finally, have my NFL notebook of all notes I took at the Jets Giants joint practice. So I'll dive into there because Jets Giants joint practices are over. Jets hosted one, Giants hosted one, and now we're off to the races, baby, for the preseason game on Saturday night. And I'm back here, obviously, at the lovely abode. It was terrific. Shout out to the real MVP. That is my beautiful fiance who packed up the kids late at night this week. And I'm like, no, I don't think we could do it. All right, we can do it. And it was pretty incredible and awesome. Awesome to meet so many Jet fans out there in the universe. It was a lot of fun. So thank you guys. So there is a lot to get to here on the show. A lot to get to. First off, the news of the day came from old Aaron Glenn on Sauce Gardner. Let me tell you, that's not great to read when you hear more calf soreness, because that's just a scary thing that could lead to other things. But the good news is on the calf soreness of Sauce Gardner and didn't practice yesterday is, from everything I hear, totally not serious. That he should be good to go in basically a week is what Connor Hughes, NFL insider, said of SNY. So that is a massive relief. And obviously, I think I saw this comment in here. So Incel Alon, maybe it's regular Alon. Oh, no, here it is. Incel Alon. Let's throw this up on the screen. The defense was not looking good yesterday. The Jets defense against the Giants had some issues. Now, it wasn't a total steam job. It wasn't like the Giants were smacking around the Jets all over the place, but the Giants had some wins. It sounded like, particularly in the red zone period, a couple of touchdowns on the New York Jets defense. Context is always important, as we highlighted the other day on the show. Obviously, the Jets are missing a couple of their superstars. No Jermaine Johnson, no Quinnen Williams, no Sauce Gardner. Now, in fairness, on the other side, the Giants are missing people left and right. Andrew Thomas, their starting left tackle, gone or not playing. He's not gone. He's still around somewhere. Jermaine Illuminor, Malik Neighbors, and Darius Slayton, a couple other Giant players were missing too. So, and they had a couple of business. Now, I would just say in an overall sense, if you're a Jets fan out there in the universe, you should probably feel pretty good about the defense. I know we haven't seen a couple of guys because of this, that, or the other, but the Jets defense I feel pretty good about. Steve Wilkes is a savvy veteran coach. Aaron Glenn knows his BS, and there's a ton of talent. Linebackers are the best in football. You got perhaps the deepest room on the team is at corner. I love the corner room. Quinnen Williams is spectacular. Jermaine's going to come back. I feel very confident in that. Will McDonald's pretty special. Now, we can question depth, although Jay Tufele, salute to your local Jay Tufele, baby. He was my winner of the preseason game for my game ball. I don't have a real game ball to give to, but if I had one, I would have given it to Jay Tufele. There's some sneaky guys beyond just even the big names that we talk about that I feel pretty good about defensively. But no, the Giants had their way a couple of times, no question. There's no question about it. So, Incel on, you heard correctly. Whatever little birds were whispering to you, Game of Thrones style, 100%. That was going on. So, as Reese says, thank the Lord, Sauce's injury isn't serious. It does not sound serious from everything I've heard. So terrific. Absolutely. Good to hear. Again, I believe this is Mahar Khalil, but YouTube changed everything to @. So Mac Jets for life. Good morning, BG Coffee Club and all the Jets fans. Like and share the gospel. That's true. We're getting closer and closer to 8,000 subscribers. Let me see what our current number is at. Let me take a gander here. Pull out the reading glasses here. What's our current subscriber count? It is 7,883. So we are 117 away from 8,000. Think about that. 8,000. So if you're watching right now on the program, either live or after the fact, or hell, even if you only listen to the audio only version normally, open up a new tab on YouTube. That's youtube.com/boygreen25. You can get involved in our giveaways and all kinds of things. So, guys, let's try to get that up to 8K, baby, as quickly as possible. That'd be pretty friggin' cool. So appreciate you. Thank you. Mac Jets for life. I got to get used to all these new names now. So if I don't immediately recognize you to your normal name, I apologize to anyone. It is Mahar Khalil. Okay, my sense was right. That avatar with the M looked familiar. But like I said, it's sort of a new world here on YouTube, so I apologize. There you go. Amid Heyoka. I've never heard that term before, but hump that like button. Sure, whatever pelvic thrust you'd like to do toward the like button is well accepted. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. And let me tell you this though. Let's do a quick little detour here on we'll get back into Jets talk, I promise. But we met Chef Kevin Gilbert yesterday. Here's the photo of me and Chef yesterday during the morning show, and apologize for all the technical difficulties happening at that hotel, but I'm glad we were able to power through and do something. Chef Kevin Gilbert was a call-in. He called into the show and said, "Hey man, if you want to swing by," and initially, I don't think we thought about it initially on the trip, but like how all the places we went to lined up, they weren't in the same town as Chef's restaurant. So I went, I guess it's not going to happen. And then Chef said it on the call-in line, "Hey man, if you want to swing by," and he told me the time he's there. I'm like, we got to make it happen. So we ended up going for an early or late lunch. I don't know what the timing was, but yeah, we went there and it was terrific. I got to see the Cloverleaf Tavern. I went there with the family. There it is. There's a beautiful place. There's my beautiful fiance, my two children, Soraya Luna, Polly, and me. There we go. Cloverleaf Tavern. And it was terrific. I got to give a massive shout out to Chef Kevin Gilbert. What a cool guy. Man, he was awesome. And he came over and said, I have a recommendation for you. And I went, oh, okay, Chef. What do we have? He called it the Bacon Fusion Burger. So this is on his menu at his restaurant. Okay. It's called the Bacon Fusion Burger. Here's what it included: a blend of fresh ground beef, ground bacon, topped with pepper jack cheese, fresh made guacamole, and applewood smoked bacon on a toasted pretzel roll. Now, I'm not a big guacamole guy, so I made one quick audible at the line of scrimmage, a little Bluebird 22 Red Cobra, if you catch my drift, and I removed the guacamole, but that was his recommendation. And then, so the server was right there. I'm like, you know what? I will take Chef's recommendation. If he recommends it, it should be terrific. Just take the guacamole off and punt it to the high heavens. And Abby, our wonderful waitress, she was able to do that. Oh, my God. That burger was terrific. Absolutely. Here's a picture of it. And look at those waffle fries. Those are delicious waffle fries. This is a look. I normally, I don't think I've ever had pepper jack cheese in my life until this moment yesterday. But the toasted pretzel bun was quite nice. Chef brought over they have this jumbo ass pretzel, was terrific. Some house made chips, very nice. Oh yeah, guys, you guys are gonna love this because, so of course Sunday, October 5th is our Jets Cowboys game. Which, by the way, we are now down to one ticket package left. That's it. Absolutely, that's it. We sold one yesterday. We have one ticket package left. So if any of you are feeling froggy out there in the universe and you want to come with us to the Jets Cowboys tailgate, you have one more chance. One ticket, that's it, for the Jets Cowboys game Sunday, October 5th. If you want to party with the 60 plus Jet fans that are coming in attendance, now is the time to do so. Because Chef Kevin Gilbert's wife is now coming to the game, which is awesome. We're getting Chef Kev. We're getting Chef Kev's wife. We're getting Chef Kev's son, Kevin Jr. Oh my God, it's going to be awesome. So we have one ticket package left. So first come, first serve, whoever's out there in the universe, feel free to jump on the train while you still can. Because as soon as that's over, I will not be selling any more ticket packages. But anywho, back to the food here. This is the bacon fusion burger. And again, the only adjustment I made is take the guacamole off. But oh my God, it was spectacular. Juicy. The fries were crispy. Salty. Oh yeah, he did a great job. So anywho, you guys will have your chance to buy the bacon fusion burger and everything else because of course, we got the Jets game on Sunday, but Saturday night, we have a sign-up sheet for the meetup where we can do a meet and greet the night before the game. So I hope you guys join up on that if you have not already. I'm sort of, catching my breath here after all the crazy travel, so I'll see where we're at numbers-wise for that event. But we had 20-something people signed up the last time I checked, so that will be terrific. There is a ceiling maximum of 60 people on that event, although I guess there's other places in the restaurant, so if somehow more than 60 people come, we'll figure it out, as Chef Kev said. So I was so cool. By the way, Chef Kev, what a cool guy, man. What a cool guy. He's as cool as I thought. Even cooler, probably. The swag, the confidence, the restaurant was beautiful. Oh, yeah. Chef Kev. Ah, man, it was just so cool. What a bucket list item week this was in the middle of the week. Hep says meet and greet. Yeah, I mean, meet and greet each other. I don't mean it like some famous person's going to be there. But yes, Saturday night, Hep, if any of you bought a Jets Cowboys ticket through me, if any of you bought one through me, I sent you guys an email that says, hey, here's a sign-up sheet for our event. If you did not get it, like Hep, if you did not get it and no one else got it, please reach out to me, DM me on Facebook or Instagram or anything. Say, I have no idea what you're talking about, Paul. We want in. Please reach out to me if somehow you didn't get the email or anything that was provided. I'd like to fix that. So, Hep, this will be awesome. So feel free to do that. Sweet Lord, have mercy! A 50-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships? Austrian Jet fan? What the heck? 50!
Kevin James.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
50. Number one Austrian Jets fan just went into the bag, baby. Wow.
Here's what I do know. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
Good Lord. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Holy crap. Our number one Austrian Jet fan just gifted 50 freaking Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. My Lord. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, I see a few. First off, let's address this. Let's get right down to business. That's a lot of memberships to account for. So first off, number one Austrian Jets fan now has 87 raffle tickets for our contest. So much appreciated indeed. Thank you very much for sending those along. I mean, that is wow. That is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So thank you to our friggin' number one Austrian Jet fan here. That is insane. Absolutely in bleep insane. So thank you. Oh my gosh, let's read all these new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Good Lord have mercy. And if anything on the updated banner is not correct, again, I'm going to be correcting a bunch of stuff here as I'm coming back from my trip. But without further ado, let's read the 50 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Good Lord. Okay, let's do this. To increase the drama of everything that's included here. Let me see what we got here. What can I add here to something? Let me see. All right, we'll add some more sound effects for the season coming up. But for now, we'll just read the 50 new members. Okay, here we go. B.S. Williams, Sean Wilson, Ricky Twins, T Puffy, Barry Beck, 9060, Zach Rosenberg, lacrosse goalie, David C hyphen W2T, All Sports Carlos, Bleed for Green, Hector Cabrera, Mahar Khalil, let's see, or excuse me, MLJR.6134, Marvelous 33, Matthew 8995, Boba Bobby Jets 44, Javier Santos, Tan 3M, D Train, Ryan, Vladdy P the Goat, Guaranteed Jet, Jesse Owens, Dan Hill, Fonzie, JC Jets, John Woo, Genergy back, Jameel Haywood, Nick is NYC, X the Guilt, Donovan Morgan, Ernesto Jimenez, G Size, Sean Bennett, Frank, CT Ranks. Oh my goodness, look at all these members. Franklin Fung, welcome back. Big Islander fan, hey now. Phil Fannin, Matty P, Darren McCollins, Jay Lepsetter, T. Right, wow, there, Maurice Greco, Beagle Lover. Okay, Beagle Lover, excuse me. It's a little harder to read in the @ world here on YouTube. So thanks, YouTube, for that. Leaver Machio, NY Jets Indy. There you go. He's back. Salvatore Nocera, Christopher Sullivan, Bobby's World. Bobby. Donna. There are your 50 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Holy blank. What a bleeping move from Austrian.
It's Jets, Jets. I love Fireman Ed, too.
Hey, by the way, congrats to John Gruden on his lawsuit. Hey, salute. There you go, pal. We'll see where that goes. 300 people in the room. Like the video. Hit subscribe. Good night. And if you didn't get a Boy Green Coffee Club membership, I don't know when you will, because 50 of them just came raining from the high heavens. Wow. Big shout out to our number one Austrian Jet fan. So, okay, I've seen a few. So thank you, Austrian. God bless. That was amazing. A few people said they didn't get the email. Again, we are doing, of course, the tailgate. Sunday, October 5th, Jets Cowboys. That's going to be awesome. We're all going to be together, and that's going to be sick. The night before, we're doing a meetup at Chef Kevin Gilbert's restaurant. It's Saturday, October 4th at 7:30, Cloverleaf Tavern. I have all the information in the email, but if you did not receive an email and you have any interest in going to this meet and greet before the game, we're going to be hanging out for a couple hours in a private room. Reach out to me ASAP, and I can share all the details. So, at BoyGreen25, BoyGreen25, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any one of those, you can DM me. My DMs are open, so you can message me. Or my email, which is Paul, A the letter, ESDENJR@gmail.com. I'll actually do this because I never do this, and this would obviously help. My email, okay. Okay, I'm going to throw this up on the screen to make it easier for everybody, because every time I say it, here's my email. It's right here, okay? Whoop, whoop, whoop. It is my first name, my middle initial, my last name, and jr@gmail.com. So it is Paul, Paul, A the letter, ESDENJR@gmail.com. If you guys want to go to this meet and greet, there is limited space. So as soon as the space is gone, again, there's other parts of the restaurant that Chef Kev sort of told me people can hang out in, but the optimal number will be no more than 60. So if you guys do want to go to this, let me know, and we'll make it happen. It's going to be a lot of fun to meet a bunch of people before the game. If you guys are already coming into town, obviously it'll provide an opportunity in a chill-out atmosphere before the craziness of the game to sort of chat and talk about whatever the heck you want. We can do jet chants, all kinds of fun stuff. That'd be really cool. Woody will be there. My family will be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys can attend. And again, if you have any interest and you have not received an email with information, you're like, whoa, I want to be a part of that, please let me know ASAP. Okay. I'll also try to post it as for subscribers or members only. I'll try to also do that on YouTube as well, so you guys can see a direct link that way, just in case you can't. But this is my email, so make sure you guys reach out. I'd love to meet as many of you as possible. for that event. That would be really cool, and it's a cool way to give back to Chef. So, yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. So if you're in the New Jersey area and you want to meet up, maybe even if you're not going to the game, feel free. We can try to see if we can make it happen. Unbelievable. So, wow. Austrian. Good Lord have mercy. That is Old Yank says, well, I guess I'm not catching Austrian. Well, here's the good news. And again, we talked about it with Lou B last month. Lou B bought, I don't even know what it was, 3 or 4 raffle tickets, maybe, and he won the entire contest. And you're like, whoa, maybe it was even less. He might have only bought like 2 raffle tickets. So we spin the wheel. Wherever the wheel lands is where the wheel lands. So you never know. That's why, gift as much as you can. Obviously, membership-wise, the more you gift, the better your odds are, but you never know. So good luck. This is our prize pool, by the way, for those who do not know. So all Yank, don't give up hope yet. Anything can happen. That is my email, so I'll save that in here for future reference. But here's our big giveaway that we got going on here on the channel this month. And folks, I try to make it as affordable as possible because that, to me, again, that's very important to me. Here's our giveaway this month. I'm throwing it up here on the screen. We added an item because of Badshaw. More on that in a second. If you spend $3 on the channel at any point during the month of August, you have a chance to win all of these prizes on the screen. One person is going to win all this stuff. Okay. All you have to do is spend $3. It can be you join the Boy Green Coffee Club. It could be you gift a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. It could be a super chat. And again, if you gifted $1 today, $1 tomorrow, the $1 next day, that's a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. The money adds up. I keep track of it behind the scenes. So good luck to all you guys. And we do giveaways every single month to give back to you, the fans. So I try to make it as affordable as possible. That's very important to me. Here are all the items up for grabs. A random vintage Jets player t-shirt, blast from the past. I'll try to do this a couple of times. This sort of seems fun. I always love when I used to go to the local comic shop here in town. They used to have this grab bag thing where you didn't know what it was. They put random items in a paper bag and you pay whatever it is and you go home and open it and go, whoa, there's this, some surprise and mysteries. That's always fun. So hopefully you guys sort of get the same effect. I really enjoyed that when I was a kid. There's the New York Jet, the perhaps crown jewel of this entire package is a New York Jets Highland Mint Super Bowl III flip coin. That is flashed in 24 karat gold. You see it on the left side of your screen there. It's a spectacular coin. Again, if I was being selfish, I would take this item off immediately and keep it for myself because it's that sweet. But I'm a man of the people. We've got a New York Jets logo athletic prime hoodie t-shirt, brand spanking new, straight from the New York Jets. It's a great looking hoodie. Again, same thing. I'd love to keep that for myself. And thrown into the mix, thank you to Bubba Badshaw, is Kickoff Kitchen, a cookbook from Super Bowl winning chef Tim Lopez, who joined us. You remember like last week or the week before. It's a wonderful book, hardcover. It comes out later this month. And we talked about it on the show. There's 64 game day recipes, 2 recipes for every team, including an appetizer and an entree. So even if you're not a professional chef at home, it gives us average Joes a way to make some sweet-ass meals on game day. It's pretty cool. And like I said, the cool thing is obviously the Jets are featured in the book. But the cool thing is obviously the Jets play different opponents every week outside of the AFC East where you play those opponents twice. And there are items in there that you could say, ooh, we're playing the Dolphins this week. Let's see what the Miami flavor is. And maybe you want to try out food from Miami. You could do it from the cookbook, which is pretty cool. So, again, one lucky individual is going to win all these prizes on your screen. We will draw that winner on September 1st. So good luck to everyone in the universe. Appreciate you. And thank you for supporting the Boy Green Coffee Club. That is much appreciated. I would say the other thing that I haven't gotten a chance to get to yet will also I put it in the headline. Arian Smith. I want to get to Arian Smith here on the show. My guy Arian. I got to meet Arian Smith, the Georgia wide receiver for the New York Jets. There you go. There's Arian. I got to meet him in the VIP section after practice. Really nice guy. He signed my football there. I got some cool merch, which was dope. Arian, man, I'm really excited about. He made the biggest play yesterday of Jets-Giants camp. I'll grab you guys that play too, which was awesome. I got to meet Arian. He's a good kid. He's a good kid, and it was awesome. He's incredibly fast. The speed fully on display. I mean, it is wow from Arian. There's just he just has a lot of potential. he's got a lot of potential. And I'm curious to see sort of, again, what he does with some of these opportunities that he's going to get. And I just hope we get to see some of those big plays, baby, because I think that's what's going to be exciting to me about this whole shish kebab. So, okay, here we go. We'll throw this up on the screen here so you guys can see it. I mean, Arian Smith just went up. I mean, it was a great play. It was a great play. Here it is. Let's share this on the screen real quick from Twitter. Shout out to the New York Jets, baby. Like, look at this. Let's pull this up. Here we go. Arian, vertical, baby. Let's do that one more time. Here we go. All right, come on now. Hit that with a re-rack. Adrian Martinez, Arian Smith. Woo! Okay. All right, young man. All right, young man. We see you. We see you, Arian Smith. And apparently, folks, Arian Smith's best work in practice has been in contested catch scenarios, which you normally don't attribute to someone that apparently has drop issues. And I put that in quotes. I mean, he literally did have drop issues in college. He was the only Power 4 player that had double-digit drops last year, according to Dane Brugler of The Athletic. He wrote that in The Beast. So he did actually have drop issues. But in the National Football League, I'll tell you the practice I was at, no drops. Throughout camp, according to Rich Meany, not a lot of drops, if any. So Arian has been on it. And I'm super happy for the kid. He got lit up immediately when he was drafted. We were like, geez, I don't know about him. And I think I told the story a couple days ago that when we were meeting him in the VIP area, right, there's no cameras really outside of like people taking pictures of like, oh, I met Arian, like I did. Like, whoop. But I had my camera out for this moment. Like, hey, here's Arian Smith, this really cool guy. But, we weren't like recording him or anything. And he said, there was a lot of conversation from folks around me going like, oh, Arian, we want to see like an 80-yard bomb touchdown, man. We want to see a stop and go. We want to see a bubble screen. We want to see this, want to see this, want to see this. And he just went, he like sort of smiled and winked and said, we don't do that in practice. Basically, like they want to hide it. Like they don't want to just come out and say, hey, look, here's all these plays we're running so people can be prepared for it. So it sounds like a secret sauce for old Tanner Angstrand, baby, in the cookbook. You see what I did there? Huh? So, yeah, man, Arian Smith looks really fast. And I think he's going to be a nice part of this offense, which excites me greatly. It really excites me. Yeah, he's got insane speed. I saw him like running before practice, and oh my goodness. Oh, Scotty Mayhem says he got a mint one on his 40th birthday. There you go. Yeah. That was cool. Yeah, that was it. AKA Fox Sports Talk, our boy Stephen Fox. That was the contested catch he had yesterday. Yep. That was a very nice catch. It was one of the highlights of the day. We got Phil here. BG, I'm a big Giants fan, but I love your shows and always watch you in Manchild. That means the world. Thank you. We've got a very, very busy day today. So after Boy Green Daily, we've got a Bills interview, a Jets interview, a Giants interview. What's today? Thursday? So let's see. There's another interview in there. Oh, Boy Green meets Woody. That's at 3:00 today. So folks, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel down below. So I want you to subscribe to this channel, of course, because Jets content, I'm trying to make 8,000 subscribers. That's true. But another channel we're cooking up stuff for is the Man Shout Show with Boy Green Digital. My radio show that I worked at for 10 years, but the radio show was on air for 25 years, has gone completely digital. Basically, it's a YouTube show just like this. And we talk about things beyond the Jets, Giants, Bills, fantasy football, NFL, all kinds of fun stuff. And if you guys would like to be a part of that channel, subscribe down below. It says the Man Shout Show, Boy Green Digital here. It's a hyperlink and it takes you right there. When we reach 300 subscribers on that channel, we're giving away a free, okay? On this channel, you have to spend $3. On the Man Shout Show channel, you have to pay nothing. No, nothing. Zip and pip. All you have to do is subscribe. That's free to do. And you have a chance to win free shit. And think about this. If you subscribe to that channel, you are eligible for every giveaway until the sun closes that are part of our free giveaways of like 300 subscribers, 400 subscribers, this, that, the other. If you are a subscriber on that channel, you are eligible for all of the giveaways moving forward. We pluck from the hat of 300 subscribers or 400 or 500 or however many we continue to get. So I highly recommend you guys subscribe to that channel. It's a lot of fun. We do a lot of live shows throughout the week. Monday live show, Wednesday live show, Joe Bartle live show, And Jake Asman, for all you Jet fans out there, he's going to join us every week of the season talking New York Jets exclusively on that channel, not over here, exclusively on that channel. So I'll try to reshare the interview like in the YouTube share section so you guys can watch it, but it'll only be on the Manchut Show with Boy Green Digital. So that'll be cool to talk to Jake Asman weekly on that channel, talking Jets. We talk a weekly Giants. We'll be talking weekly Bills. And the Giants interview should intrigue you guys this week because Ed Valentine covered it from the Giants' perspective. So he's going to give us Jets observations from the Giants' perspective. That will be coming today, too. So we'll be scheduling these interviews the next couple of days. I believe 2 of those interviews are going to drop today. So I'm going to be on a recording fest after Boy Green Daily. So thank you, Phil. I appreciate it. And I will tell you that's a really cool thing that we had. This show obviously is a majority of Jet fans. That sort of makes sense. But that this show has gone a little bit beyond the Jets in terms of the following. Phil, you're a Giants fan. We have Hear Me Out. He's a Seahawks fan. What in the world? So my dad's a Cowboys fan. Like, we got all kinds of crazy ass fans on the show of all kinds of different teams. And I love that you guys think the product is enjoyable enough that you subscribe and support, and that means the world. So thank you very much, Phil. Thank you for the kind words and a quick opportunity to plug, baby. So, yeah, I hope you guys check out those other channels. Our boy DNY for Life, a.k.a. Devin, baby, with the YouTube Super Chat. We appreciate it. Every time we get one of those, we hear from my daughter, Zariah.
Wow.
Appreciate that here, DNY for Life, with a $5 Super Chat. Thank you so much, buddy. We'll add that to your previous total here on the old YouTube, baby. And you just picked yourself up another raffle ticket. You're also $1 away from another one. You're at 24 raffle tickets so far this month. We've got a bunch of people tied at 24. I'll update that shortly on the banner. But everyone has had drops in camps, even G5. Arian Smith maybe less than them, just saying, which is sort of incredible. So I can't remember if Garrett had I was trying to think of when I was there for the couple hours for Jets camp. I don't think he had a drop. There was a few misses, like Justin Fields couldn't get a good connection with him. But I don't think G5 had a drop. But I know, obviously, you're talking about throughout camp. But it just goes to show you, I did not see a drop from Arian when I was there. And we were there. I'm talking about before practice, during practice, post-practice on the jugs machine. Like, I didn't see a drop. I didn't see a cough drop once. He's just obviously worked on his hands. It's been very important to him. He's been hitting the jugs machine. Like, people said, hey, you have a drop problem. And a lot of people were cracking jokes a couple of months ago when he was drafted. And he has just worked hard. And if you remember, speaking of John Gruden, right, we brought up old Chucky earlier. We brought up old John Gruden earlier. We brought up this guy.
It's Jets, Jets. I love Fireman Ed, too.
You could say what you want about John Gruden. I know a lot of people have a lot to say with football and beyond football. I'll allow you guys to have that conversation. It's a football show. But I'll tell you this. John Gruden's sleeper of the entire draft, the entire thing, not wide receiver, not quarterback, no nothing, was Arian Smith. And he talked about the drops. He did like a segment about talking about the sleeper pick. And he said the thing that he felt confident about, John Gruden, before Arian was drafted anywhere, was pre-draft. He said, is that Arian is the hardest worker like of all time. So he's going to work. If people accuse him, hey, your drops are a little questionable. He says, hey, man, you can say what you want. The good news about it is to him was that this guy is such a hard worker that he's going to put in the work that's necessary to get on the right track. And so far from everything I've seen, that's 100% the truth. So that should be the part, like I said, for me, that makes you guys feel really good about Arian and that he puts in the work and that it matters to him and things of that nature. And again, DNY for Life, you're now tied with J-Boy for the second most raffle tickets month at 24. So DNY for Life, appreciate you coming on in. And I agree. Yeah, Arian has been terrific. He has been terrific. Indy Jets. Whoa, mama. Arian Smith have the same impact as Amon St. Brown in Detroit. We can only hope. From your lips to God's ears, baby. Yes. Yes, that is sure. Yeah, I like the cut of your jib, pal. I like the cut of your jib. All right, let's do this. We're going to open up the phone lines. Like I said, I'm going to have to I don't want to say dip early because it won't be early. I'll be on till about 8:30, maybe 8:40. So we got another 35 minutes or something here on the show, and then I got to jump over and do a series of interviews. So we'll be doing all of that conversation. Old Yank and others are saying, where's this link? So, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this app song and we'll open up the phone lines. But while all this is going on, if you guys go to our, I'll just drop it in the chat. Let me just make it super easy. If you guys want to sign up for this Jets meetup with me, Chef Kev, and everybody else, I'll drop it directly in the YouTube chat. All right. So you guys can sign up immediately. You'll see all the instructions in there. I'll need your first and last name. If you're bringing multiple people, don't just put like Indy Jets +5, right? Your first and last name. Not you can put in your, like, if you're signing up for the sign up, you could say, hey, my name is Fred Jones and I'm really Yo Holmes, or whatever the connection is, whatever. Like, I'm Paul Esden, but my nickname's Boy Green. To recognize people, you can feel free to do that, but make sure you put first and last name in there as well. Because I'm going to have to make sure when we're checking people off that we do it in that way. So this is a sign-up sheet for the meet and greet for Saturday, October 4th. So I'm dropping this in the chat right now so you guys can feel free to do this. Here we go. There it is. I just dropped it on YouTube. This is the direct link to the sign-up sheet. Feel free to click it. Fill out your name. That's first and last name. And you'll see all the instructions there. It'll tell you where it is. It'll tell you all the other pertinent details that are important. Who's coming, where the address is, what you need to do, and all that jazz. So feel free to take full advantage. So if anyone, like Mahar Khalil mentioned it earlier, Hap mentioned it earlier, it's all right there as well. And so go ahead. Feel free. If you guys have any questions about that, please just let me know. Here's what we'll do. We'll play a Hep timeout, and your phone calls next here on Boy Green Daily.
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. I'm Paul Esden Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. If you'd like to call in, now is the time to do so. There's youtube.com/BoyGreen25. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter, I appreciate no matter where you watch, or on the replay or what have you. That's wonderful. But if you are watching live, hop on over to YouTube. It is the pinned comment. Click it and call into the show. Feel free to do so. Whether you're a first-time caller or a long-time caller, you guys are all accepted the same. And if you're watching on YouTube, I also dropped in the sign-up sheet if you would like for our meetup that's coming up. Feel free to do that. Again, all the instructions on there. We currently have, 18 people signed up, and that does not include my family of my fiance and children and people of that nature. So I left those people off the list so far. So there are plenty of spots left if you guys do want to come. Again, this will be Saturday, October 4th, 7:30 at night at Chef Kevin Gilbert's restaurant. It'll just be a cool, lax atmosphere for a lot of us to meet up, chat, conversate, and things of that nature. And again, if you guys did not see the link, I will drop it a few more times in here. Like right now, I'll drop it in one more time because I know we get a lot of comments here on the show. So here you go. I just dropped it in again. So guys, feel free to click into that and sign up on the sheet. All right. Let's get some other commentary and things of that nature cooking here on the program. Let me see. I got some other stuff from Zach Rosenblatt here, which I wanted to highlight. The Jets running game apparently has looked really good. Justin Fields has gotten loose. The juice has gotten loose on a bunch of plays. So that's been great to see from Justin Fields and his legs. Again, he seems completely uninhibited by the toe injury, which was a concern because you have a dislocated toe. Maybe he's going to favor one foot over the other. Maybe he won't run as much. And if he can't run, that can sort of compromise him because if he has to beat you as purely a pocket passer with zero rushing threat, he could lead into some problems. It's going to be a balance. I think Justin Fields is going to be able to make some progressions as a quarterback, of course, but I think one of his most dangerous abilities, of course, and I'm not breaking any news here, is obviously his mobility. So he has looked good. Braylon Allen has looked good. And that was one of the good takeaways that Zach Roseblatt had from the Giants joint practice. Now, speaking of Fields, we're being honest. Apparently, the passing game has been uneven so far. The passing game has been uneven with everybody involved here on the program. So that's another part that the Jets are going to have to sort of work out here and try to see if they can figure out of what the hell's going on out there. But apparently, the passing game has been uneven, and I will tell you from my observations, I can confirm that is true. That is true. There have been a lot of uneven nature as it pertains to that with the passing game of being somewhat inconsistent. And if we want to go where we want to go, that's got to get a lot more consistent from that standpoint if we're going to make things happen. So Jets, hopefully they're cooking some stuff up. Maybe that'll make it even a little better potentially for all this coming together. And we'll see what happens. By the way, Mahar Khalil and Hap, as two individuals that reached out about this sign-up sheet, I just sent it to you guys directly, so you guys should have all the details via email, Facebook Messenger, and everything else. I wanted to make sure you guys had access to that immediately. Let's go to Fox Sports Talk. Justin Fields set the tone with an explosive RPO keeper. Again, I think what people don't fully understand about this and how it just completely changes the dynamic. When you are a pocket passer and you have the mobility of a parked car, defenders don't have to worry about it at all. When I used to play football, high school football, right? It's the NFL. It's totally different. But when we went over tape, before games, we knew we had a mobile quarterback. We went over responsibilities. We said defensive ends contain, QB keepers, QB spies. We went over all kinds of bleep. And when we faced a quarterback that had zero mobility, we didn't talk about any of that nonsense. We're like, nope, we're focusing our time and energy on all this other stuff. So again, think about it from a defensive perspective. All the time that is, I don't want to say wasted, but all the time that has to be dedicated to, okay, we're playing Justin Fields here. We're not playing 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers. We're playing Justin Fields. We need to do this. We got to keep an eye on this at all times. And when you're running that RPO action and a defensive end has to make a business decision, you're there in the hole, snap the ball, and you have it in Breece Hall's gut. A defensive end has his feet planted, and he's trying to make a decision. Justin Fields reads him, and if he commits to the running back, then he scoops out. Even if a mistake is made, quote unquote, and Justin Fields keeps it, and he shouldn't have, and the defensive end closes in on him, the RPO of a quick bubble, quick flash screen outside. Again, the possibilities are endless. I just think there's going to be there's just going to be this healthy floor that I feel really confident about. I feel that way about the offensive line. And quite frankly, I feel that way about the running game too. That there just should be a strong foundation. Last year, the running game sucked balls. And I will tell you, last year, people around the building would say, we're going to be a run team. We're going to be a run team. And I'm like, okay, great. All right, that should be able to help Aaron Rodgers. The Jets ran the ball less than almost anyone else in football. It was more than anyone else in football in terms of rushing attempts. It was last or first and least. Sort of confusing, but they didn't run the ball. That's just, let's put it that way. Yeah. Alon says top 5 defense is quite lofty. I'm hoping early teens are having some conversations in the comment section about where the Jets defense could certainly rank. My goal is top 10. Top 10 is where I'm shooting for the Jets defense. Now that's lofty, I would say too. But I would say top 10. It just got a ton of talent. Again, Sauce Gardner, Quincy Williams, Jamian Sherwood, Quinnen Williams, Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson. It just got so much star power. Michael Carter II. How could I forget? And I love Andre Sisco, my boy, who, by the way, has been making plays throughout training camp. Andre Sisco. I told you guys. Pretty good. Okay? Just remember who said it. There was even, and I love this. Someone said, Hap asked yesterday, what was your favorite moment from camp? I lied. Whatever I said wasn't true. My best moment from camp was we're sitting in the grandstands, and a fan in front of us recognizes that I'm Boy Green, and he turns around at some point and says oh, Boy Green, when's your show today? It's gonna be awesome. We're takeaways from the camp. I said, oh, okay. And he said, by the way, Boy Green, you nailed it on Andre Sisco. That guy, you said it before anyone else. This Jet fan I got to meet and take a picture with. I didn't get his name, unfortunately, so I apologize. I like getting everyone's name and meeting people and sort of remembering names and stuff, so I apologize. But that guy, he turned around and said, "You were first on that Andre Cisco guy," and I said, "Yes, I was. Yes, I was." And here's this, guys. This goes to show you something, right? This goes to show you something. Okay, so I have this notebook right here. Okay, an NFL media notebook. I got this actually because Andrew Siciliano, who's doing all kinds of stuff now, he's the radio play-by-play voice of the Cleveland Browns. He's at NFL Network forever. He just got hired by Yahoo Sports to be like an NFL analyst or something. I love Andrew. Well, I used to do this charity event around the Wounded Warrior Project, excuse me. And what I would do is reach out to my contacts in the business, NFL Network, ESPN, players I knew, and said, "Hey, do you guys want to donate any items? 100% of the proceeds are going to the Wounded Warrior Project. But if you'd like to donate any items, that'd be amazing." And Andrew Siciliano, he donated like an NFL Network gift package. He must have went to the NFL Network gift shop or something and said, "Hey, can you guys put something together here for my guy?" and sent it out. And so we had all these items and we bid on items and it was cool. We raised money for charity on the NFL Network package. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to bid on the package. All the money goes to charity anyway. So I bid on the package and I won this NFL Network package. And one of the things that came out of it was this notebook, right? And you're like, okay, Paul, you're telling us about a notebook you won. Who gives a crap? Well, I'll tell you this. So I don't know how many pages this thing has in it. So not a lot. So I've used this only for special occasions. And I was flipping through because there's like this little rubber band thing to keep track of your page. And I was strumming through this thing. You want to know what's in this book? Notes from when I interviewed Andre Cisco at Syracuse. I was going through it and just flipped it, and I'm like, Andre Cisco notes. I'm like, did I talk about Andre Cisco and the Jets? And I went, wait a second. I was reading through it. I'm like, oh my God, this is when me and him were like sitting in the locker room somewhere. And we were interviewing him. And who would have thunk it, that Andre Cisco would eventually play for the Jets and that once again we'd all be reunited. So that was insane. So that was a cool, surreal moment. When I was sitting in the stands, I was thumbing through it because I want to do some tweets for people, but I wanted to write some notes for myself for the show and stuff. And I came across the Andre Cisco Syracuse notes from our interview. We're sitting down with each other. I wrote a couple of things real quick, and I'm talking to him like a cajillion years ago, however long that was. Insane. So it was pretty cool. Excuse me. All right, let's go to the phone lines, baby. And here we go. We've got the Hepster, baby. What's up, Hep?
Hey, Paul. It was good seeing you at the camp. It looks like you had a great time. How did the kids hold up? They look like they were tired.
Oh my God, very, very. So that was probably the, like me, I'm like, cool, let's go to Jets camp and all the craziness that entails. But the kids were like, oh my gosh, they were with everything we were doing because I tried to balance it because I had a lot of work stuff to do with football and all that jazz. But I'm like, they came all the way out here. I gotta I'll figure it out later because that's my number one thing is that I could do work 24/7, like literally 24 hours a day if I wanted to. Podcasts, articles, this, that, and I could keep doing it. But you only get so much limited time with your kids at these ages. And so I try to it's hard for me to think about that because I'm a workaholic, but I try to think about that and say, okay, that article can wait. That podcast can wait. Come on, let's just spend time with the kids. So I tried to spend a lot of time with them when they were there. And oh my God, they were tired. They were like running around like crazy with the camp stuff and we went to this car thing. The pool was amazing. So yeah, we got to do a lot of fun stuff. But yeah, they were tired as all hell. And my fiance probably hates my guts because their sleep schedule. She's a big sleep schedule person. Let's keep them on a routine. And this entire trip, of course, threw them completely off the routine. So it's going to take time to get back on. And oh boy, so I'm going to have to try to get back on her good side every day. Maybe get her a nice little treat here or there, and try to get back in her good graces. So it's a work in progress. Yeah.
Okay. How did Brees look? How did Brees look yesterday?
Brees looked really good. Again, I guess the overall running, he was a little bit bigger of a contributor, it sounds like, in the running game. Because when I was there for the Jets version of it, which was in their Jet facilities, yesterday was in the Giants facilities, the running for Brees was sort of like, in fairness, I don't know how many rushing attempts he ended up with in that Jets practice 2 days ago. But the running, I was sort of like, he was immediately getting stuffed in the backfield. Could have been offensive line problems, could have been him, however you want to perceive it. I was like, whatever. But as a receiver, he looked really good. And then apparently yesterday, from what people were saying, Brees looked a lot better as a runner. I'm like, oh, phenomenal. So let's see. So Brees apparently stock picked up immediately in the Giants land version of his running, which I'm very encouraged by.
I'm a big Brees fan. I always been. I like the kid a lot. But however, with the contract and everything else, do you think there's any defensive lineman that could shake loose on the Giants?
Oh my God, that's a great question. That's one of my questions that's going to be in my notebook for Ed Valentine today because that's one of my fun things I like doing because like last week we had a Packers guy on to preview the preseason. I'm like, hey, you got any defensive tackles over there? You got any defensive ends over there that might not make the 53 and we can sort of scoop them up? So I have that same question for Ed Valentine who covers the New York Giants because that defensive line was imposing and you can't keep everybody. So I'm going to be hovering around the sea. So I do not know the answer to that question yet, but I hope I find out some answers here today. I don't know when the Ed Valentine interview is posting, but I'll definitely make sure that I share that information immediately on the next Boy Green Day, which would be tomorrow with Bob Lederer. So I'll definitely share those notes because I'm very curious about it.
Did Thibodeau, did he come out the same year as Brees?
No, Thibodeau came out in the 2022 class, so he was with Garrett, Sauce, and stuff like that. Well, wait, wasn't that Brees too? Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. Yes, I'm a moron. Obviously, yes. So he did.
So they're both in contract years, or did Thibodeau already do an extension?
The only difference was Thibodeau was a first-round pick, and the Giants accepted or exercised, whatever you want to say, his fifth-year option. So KT is under contract for this season and next season.
Money, right.
But I think I see what you're hinting at, and hell yes, hell to the yes. If they want to make a little swap-a-rooney because the Giants running backs are looking a little. If you want to give me, oh my God, I would sign up for that. I love Brees. Come on, man. A pass rusher. And by the way, Manchild like hates KT's guts or something. He's like, man, he hasn't really proven it yet. I'm like, he had an 11.5 sack season. Sign me the hell up for that. And he's like, yeah, that was 1 year. I'm like, what the world? So he's had at least 4 sacks every year of his career. He's played 3 years so far. Has had at least 4 sacks every year. And then that pop year as a sophomore, 11.5. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. And I loved KT coming out of the draft. So please, to the high heavens, give us another awesome defenseman. I'd feel so much better about the depth. And then we could take our time with Jermaine. We wouldn't have to rush him back because we're like, okay, hey, you want to just be a third down pass rusher and get this amount of snaps per game? That's okay. We'll have KT and Will McDonald as the starting defensive ends for the bulk of games until you get back. And all of a sudden, now we have a healthy rotation. We're coming with these waves of guys. I would sign up for that right bleeping now, baby.
And then the running back room would be Allen, Davis, and the new kid, right?
Yeah, Donovan Edwards. And then if there's other moves to be made, because I'm sure a lot of talented running backs slip to the 53. So if you want to add anything else, that'd be great. You know, I get it. Brees is a special guy, but he's in the last year of his deal. The real question is, are the Jets have any thought of re-signing Brees? And my thought would be if he goes insane, some crazy ass, like, I don't know, Derrick Henry season or something, the Jets are going to franchise tag him. But if he stinks or he shows some of the 100%, if he's mid, see ya, he's gone. So like he would have to go crazy for me for the Jets to bring him back. And if that's true, and while it hurts right now to trade away Brees, who's been this fun, explosive home run player, like if you don't think you're bringing him back, then it serves you in your best interest to do something else. So I don't know.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
Appreciate it, Hep, and great. By the way, are you going to be coming to that meet and greet the night before, Hep?
I have to see if I have any. That Saturday night's a big gig night. I have to see what my schedule is. So I'll let you know.
Oh, okay. Please do. There you go. The Hepster checking in on that. That would be great. J Boy says, let's just move Brees Hall to wide receiver and start Braylon Allen. You mentioned that before, J Boy. I've seen that suggestion before. Taylor Sterling says Brees is really our wide receiver too, but we pay him like RB. Isn't that a deal for us? You would think because they've had these conversations, right? So trying to think of a good running back. Although the running back numbers have been sort of souped up lately. Christian McCaffrey got a big deal. Saquon got a big deal. So some of these other guys are getting bigger deals now and catching up. But for a while, and even still, right? They use this example because I think Hunter Renfrow was making like whatever it was. Someone, I don't know, whoever. There's some wide receivers who are making like $20 million as a second or third wide receiver, and then a running back at that same number is like a highly paid running back. So like you think about the usage. So Taylor, it makes a lot of sense what you're saying, basically. Yeah. So they could do that. Again, the things we don't know. This is a new regime. How does Aaron Glenn feel about paying running backs? I don't know. How does Darren Mucci feel about paying running backs? I don't know. He didn't make those decisions. He was assistant GM. Aaron Glenn was a DC. I don't know. I don't think Dan Campbell, sort of factored him into decisions. So all of this is new. This first 53-man roster cut down, I don't know. Do the Jets, are they in favor of keeping 3 quarterbacks? They in favor of keeping 4 running backs, 5 receivers, 6 receivers, 7 receivers? Once you see them go through a full year process, then all of a sudden we got trends. Oh, wow. Hey, guys, a year from now, we're talking about roster cut downs. Like, oh, wow, well, last year, Moochie kept 4 of these. Oh, last year, Moochie kept 7 of these. And we'll sort of have an idea. Right now, total mystery. We have no freaking idea. No freaking idea. That's for sure. J-Boy says, what has Brees Hall done since he got hurt? We're holding on to 5 games pre a big injury. He's not the same guy. We've seen it pops. I would say, again, who's this? Either Woody or Ricky brings this one up all the time. The 2023 season opener, Brees Hall's first 2 runs of the game were a 26-yarder and an 83-yarder. That is post-injury, and that looks spectacular. But again, they've been flashes. So it depends. I hope we see a new Brees this year. I'd love nothing more. There is nothing but excitement for everything we saw. And shout out to Floor Lily and Big D. He's got to drop out. I appreciate it. I got to drop out here soon, too, because we got a lot of interviews coming on the Man Shot Show, Boy Green Digital channel, and we'll get to that shortly. But I want to give a big salute to Floor Lily for sure. And Jigga, so many people jumping in on the chat. I appreciate all you guys and the support. It's been a lot of fun. Let me do this too. Let me go through my notebook here and see if there's anything else we didn't talk about here. So, okay. So, again, I want to reiterate, and this will be good for the preseason game. So, AG yesterday, by the way, real quick, he didn't reveal whether or not he was going to play his starters in this preseason game. And, again, I've told you, historically speaking, this speaks nothing to AG. Historically speaking, when teams have a joint practice against each other, typically their starters don't then play in the game a couple days later. Typically. But this is a new regime, so you never know. Rich Samini said that AG did not reveal the decision to play starters or not, but Rich Samini's info is that he believes they will play the starters against the Giants. So we'll keep an eye on that if that's going to happen. Let's see here. So I thought it was great work with the Jets offensive line against the Giants defensive line. It's one of the best defensive lines in football. I thought the Jets got some good work there. So that's wonderful. That's good for anything. Again, I mentioned my biggest takeaway from this trip was Mason Taylor looking healthy, which is a massive relief for Jet fans. You guys should feel very good about that. Olu Fashanu got great work one-on-ones with Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter. Obviously didn't go against Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence doesn't line up out there, but that was great. There was some good chippiness there, which was good. Justin Fields did pretty good with when his first string offensive line was out there, but it got worse when we got to different units. So that caused some issues as well. Some more notes from Jets Giant joint practice, which was happening. We have 400 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. And out of that 400, 109 of you are on YouTube. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube right now, make sure you like the video. It is free to do. Think about this math. We have 65 likes, but 109 people are here on YouTube. That math doesn't math, baby. Right now, stop what you're doing and like the video. It makes a massive difference. That's how this show, this Jet show that I do every day, gets in front of other Jet fans. When you guys like the video, it may seem silly, may seem trivial. Like, geez, I don't even think about liking videos. Try to do that. That makes a difference for all your favorite content creators, by the way, especially me. So I appreciate it. So we have 109 of the 409 that are currently on the show right now on YouTube watching. So please like the video, hit subscribe. And again, we're getting closer and closer to 8,000 subscribers, which is an unbelievable milestone. And we're getting closer and closer to it, which is pretty freaking cool. We're now 115. A few more subscribers have jumped on the train. We're 115 subscribers away, baby, from 8K. So let's go. Antjets 82, 66 ain't enough. So keep it going, baby. Appreciate you. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to hop on over to the Man Child Show with Boy Green Digital channel. You guys will see some of those interviews eventually. Those will not be live, but you will see them pop up today. Again, we're speaking with Jake Asman today, talking all things New York Jets. Anthony Prohaska, talking all things Buffalo Bills. Ed Valentine, talking all things New York Giants. And again, that should be a special interest. Sometimes you may not, if you're a Jets fan, you may not care about the Giants interviews, but I think you're going to care about it today because we're going to get the Giants perspective from joint practice. To me, that's going to be absolutely fascinating. So I can't wait for that. It's going to be very interesting. Again, that's the Man Child Show with Boy Green Digital, baby. Thank you guys so much. It was so cool. I got to meet Arian Smith. I got to meet Quincy Williams. I got to meet Garrett Wilson. I got to meet who else did I miss there? I don't have the Jets football on me. I think that's out. It's packed up somewhere. But I got to meet so many cool people. It was awesome. Mason Taylor, Darren Muji, Tanner Engstrand, obviously. It was an amazing trip. Lou B, Super Jets fan, thanks for inviting me out. That was awesome. Awesome to finally meet Chef Kevin Gilbert in person. I met, here's another random, just quick story. So there was this guy I was friends with in high school. Okay. We were best friends and we hung out at each other's house and all that stuff. And then we split apart. Like after high school, he moves to Texas and I'm doing my own thing. And he reached out semi recently, last couple of months, and said the reason why contact got broken off for like a long ass time was he forgot my last name. He knew my name was Paul, but he said, "Oh my God, what's his last name?" So we were disconnected forever after being best friends in high school. And then he reconnected. He saw me on Instagram with one of my Jet videos. And so I met him yesterday in the New Jersey area for the first time in 13 years. 13-year wait. And I met him at some fancy-ass pizza restaurant called Enzo's. I don't know if you guys know about that in Morristown, New Jersey. It was a fancy-ass place. It's sparkling water and all kinds of crazy. Yeah, that's above my pay grade and above my normal whatever for dabbling, but it was a very nice restaurant. And I met him after a 13-year hiatus. It just good. And then it was like no time had passed. Super cool. So a big shout-out to Zane. Zane. Why I'm spelling that, I have no idea, but maybe it's just the JETS thing. I just like spelling things out. I'm not sure. But there you go. Big shout out to Zane for meeting me for the first time in 13 years. High school buddies reunited. This Jets trip was spectacular. One of a kind. There's no question about it. Thank you, everybody, for enjoying the show. Appreciate it. I will be back on these airwaves at 3 o'clock for Boy Green Meets Woody. I'm very much looking forward to that. We'll have a ton of content coming out on the Man Chud Show, Boy Green Digital. Hopefully you guys can join us for that. As always, Boy Green Coffee Club, signing out. God bless and take care. We'll see you.